Hey, my chickadees. Welcome back to the Back 40. It's Juju, and it's Freaky Friday time. I've had a request from my baby, my youngest son. Hey, Ty, love you, baby. Mwah. He wants me to do Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So, here we go. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And I got this little tear book, and I'm going to see if I can put this stuff in it while I do this, because you know I wasn't too good about doing that the last time. But I'm going to try it this time. Okay. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived this family in the house in the woods. And it was a family of three bears. It was Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. Well, Mama Bear got up and cooked breakfast every morning. Poor Mama Bear, every damn morning. Okay, she got up and cooked her some breakfast of porridge. And the rest of the family got up, and Papa Bear said, "Oh, Mama Bear, this porridge is way too hot." Mama Bear said, "Well, I thought it was just right." Baby Bear said, "Ooh, it's too hot, Mama, it's too hot." So the bear family decided that they would take them a little walk while their porridge cooled off. So out of the cottage, down through the woods, they went. While they were gone, Goldilocks and her ringlets of golden lockish ring hair made his way down to the cottage. Now she saw them three bears leave going for a trip. So she went on in that house anyway. Now that right there was a bad little chick. She shouldn't have done that. She needs a whooping. Y'all don't do that, kids. So she went on up in the house. She looked up in the kitchen. She said, "Oh, porridge. You know, I'm a little hungry." So she sat down in Mama Bear's chair. "Ooh, this chair is just way too soft, and this porridge is just way too cold." So then she sat down in Papa Bear's chair. She said, "Oh, Lord, that was a workout trying to get up in that chair. It's just way too tall, way too hard, and this porridge is way too hot." So then she gets up and she goes around and she sits in Baby Bear's chair. Oh, chair was just right. She tasted the porridge. The porridge was just right. So she ate it. All of it. Ate it all up. Well, then she said, "Well, I'm going to go and sit in the front room and watch me some TV." So she went to the front room, she cut the TV on, and she sat down in Papa Bear's chair this time. Oh, Lord, the chair was too big, it was too hard, it was just uncomfortable. Now, she breaking in these folks' house and she worried about being comfortable, but it was just too comfortable. So she went on and crawled up in Mama Bear's chair. Pink lace, fruffly dollies everywhere, just a junk journalist's dream, honey. She crawled up in it. She sat down. She said, "Oh," she just sunk down in the chair. She said, "This chair is so uncomfortable. It is way too soft, and it's got all these fluffy pillows and this frilly lace. How can anybody sit in a chair like this and watch TV?" I want to know the same thing because I'd be trying to make a journal out of it. But anyway, she got up. She went on over and sat in Baby Bear's chair. Ooh, now. This chair was just right. It was her size. It was comfortable. It would just fit everything perfect right in front of the TV so she could see it real good. So she sat down and she watched her some TV. And she watched the TV and surfed through the channels and, you know, did some stuff. Well, she started yawning. She says, "You know, that porridge filled my belly up and this done made me sleepy. I think I'm going to go take a nap." So she got up, went upstairs, crawled up the people's stairs now, and went to get the bed. So the first bed she got into was Papa Bear's bed. Whew, the bed was tall. The bed was hard. It had a scratchy blanket on it. She said, this is just too uncomfortable. I just can't do this. So she got down. She crawled over in Mama's Bear's bed. And you guessed it. All the pink fluffy frills and the pillows. She lay down in the bed and just sunk down in the bed. Couldn't hardly move. She was sunk down in the mattress. So she lay there and she tossed and she turned and she flipped the pillow around. And she said, I'm just not going to get any rest. How can somebody ever sleep in the bed like this? So she got up. She said, it's messing my curls up. So she got up and went into the other room where Baby Bear's bed was. And she sat in Baby Bear's bed. And she lay down in Baby Bear's bed. And it felt comfortable and good. And she says, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to go downstairs and get me some milk. Some hot milk. I saw some milk on the stove. I'm going to drink me some hot milk and see if I can't get sleepy again. I need a nap. I'm tired. I imagine being A is tired. Just, breaking into it must be really hard on somebody that young. So anyway, she gets up. She goes downstairs. She gets her glass of milk and she goes in the front room. And she jumps on Baby Bear's chair because she knows it's going to be comfortable when she's ready for it. Well, when she did, guess what she did? She heard a crack and she had broke the chair. She jumps up. She says, Lord, have mercy. They can't even have decent chairs. And she gets up and goes upstairs. She crawls back in the bed and falls asleep. Well, she's taking her good old siesta. And about this time, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, Papa Bear decided they've been out walking long enough. Mama Bear says, I think that porridge is cool enough, honey. I'm tired. Let's go back to the house. Baby Bear says, I'm tired too. I'm ready to eat my porridge. So they turn around. Papa Bear says, y'all come on, let's go back home. So they go on back to the house. They go in the back door. Papa Bear sits down, starts, commenced eating his porridge like nothing wrong. Mama Bear's just kind of looking around and she says, some just don't look right. Because, us women can tell when another woman been up in our house. She says, some just don't look right. So she sits down there and she says, I thought I had more porridge than this. And she says, honey, I think somebody's been in our house eating my porridge. And Papa Bear says, I don't think so. My porridge looks just fine. Mama Bear says, my chair just don't feel right. I swear I think another woman been up in here. Oh, honey, I ain't brought another woman in this house. I ain't. Baby Bear chimes in and he says, I think somebody been up in here eating our porridge. I know somebody is. They ate all my porridge. Mama Bear said, do what, baby? And he said, they ate all my porridge. Papa Bear said, well, I'll get you some more. He go to the stove. He said, it's empty. They ate all the porridge out the stove. Mama Bear said, Lord, somebody must have been hungry. So, the Lord's charitable. Turn the other cheek. Y'all go in the front room, watch you some TV, and I'll just make some more porridge. So Mama Bear starts to cooking some more porridge. Baby Bear and Daddy Bear go in the front room. Papa Bear sits down in his chair. He said, come on, Mama. You got the porridge on. Sit on down here by Papa and let's watch us some TV. Because the men can't do nothing by themselves. So Mama Bear comes to the front room and sit down and she's like, I know, this just somebody been up in my house. And Papa Bear said, what? She says, my pillows are all messed up and you know how I keep my chair. Papa Bear said, I don't think anybody been up in this house, woman. Baby Bear said, I know they have. And they been sitting in our chair. They broke my chair. My chair broke my chair. Mama Bear said, baby, you need a nap. To me and Daddy figured this out. Go on upstairs and get in the bed. So he goes upstairs. Papa Bear said, come on, I'll tuck you in. And he said, come on, Mama. We'll tell him a story and get him to sleep. Then we'll fix this and we'll have a conversation. Oh, she says. Goes on upstairs because, men can't do nothing by themselves unless it's having a conversation. goes on upstairs, helps Papa Bear get the baby in the bed. So they go to their room first. Papa Bear sits on his bed, take his shoes off. Mama Bear looks at her bed. And she said, now I know somebody been in my house messing around. We're going to have to call the po-po. That's just all it is to it. I know somebody been here. And he said, nobody been in the bed. She said, look at my bed. Do I ever leave my bed looking like a rat done been in it? No. Look at this. And where did this blonde hair come from? Do I look like I had blonde hair? He's like, calm down, Mama. Calm down now, Mama. We're going to figure it out. Baby Bear gets to screaming. Ah, Mama, Papa. They run off into the baby room. He said, there has been somebody in our house, and they still here. They all three of them just staring at Goldilocks as she lays in the baby's bed, snoring. Well, all of a sudden she feels somebody watching her. Her eyes pop open. And what does she see? 3 angry bears looking at her. Well, her feelings get hurt. Now, why would your feelings get hurt when you break in somebody else's house, eat all their food up, watch all their TV shows, crawl upstairs and crawl in all their beds, mess all their beds up without permission, lay in it and sleep in it, but then your feelings still get hurt? Well, her feelings were hurt. She jumped up, she screamed, she jumps up, and she runs out the door. And she's so scared and she's so upset, she just keeps on running. Mama Bear looks at Papa Bear. Papa Bear looks at Baby Bear. Baby Bear looks back at Mama Bear. Both Daddy and Baby Bear look at Mama Bear and say, what just happened? That's the moral of the story. The end. I love you, baby. Bye.